On a scale of 1 to 10, how unusual or different were you when you were growing up? I asked the question today because all of you are probably, 9.5 or above in your level of weirdness. And you've kind of learned to accept it. There is a tremendous seduction, a gravity, to have you fit into mass consciousness. Nobody likes to be completely on the outside without the feeling that you belong to something. The mind gets very mentally unstable. Almost every one of you has had that feeling. Then the mind plays a funny trick. It fills that space with doubt, self-doubt. There's something wrong. I have to get back to norm. There is no going back. Just like with technology, there is no going back. It's the same with the old style of community. What's happening now is going to sovereignty. Let's just take a moment to please feel within yourself, not just my words, because it's there in every one of you. Feel within yourselves that you came in ahead of your time. Kind of crazy. On a scale of 1 to 10, right up there at 10. But there was something in the thrill that you loved about it. You came in ahead of your time, and now, to really make things confusing, is you're going out of time. That'll really mess you up if you think about it. So what do? We just allow it. Coming in ahead of your time, then going out of time. While we're talking about being ahead of your time, there have been some other amazing humans. Most of you are familiar with Nikolai Tesla. Definitely ahead of his time, way ahead of his time, probably 100 years ahead of his time. He, like you, was an energy worker. He was so brilliant that he understood energy is free. It's in the air, literally in the air. He was so far ahead of his time, the world actually wasn't ready for it. You're probably 30, maybe 40 years ahead of your time. But time is moving faster than it did back then. Events are happening faster. You're ahead of your time. I'm gonna say you're the Teslas of consciousness. In these next 3 to 5 years, Crimson Circle is not going to grow much. As a matter of fact, it may even get smaller, may contract. The numbers might go down, less Shambra. But the ones who are here, really allowing their enlightenment, the ones who stay, really going deep within themselves for that integration with the Master. So here you have a group all around the world of thousands now who have allowed their realization, and many more who are like right there. But suddenly, that changes the energy of all of the Crimson Circle, and suddenly there is that next wave that comes in, 3 to 5 years, and quite large numbers, again from all around the world, not attracted by the sensationalism of what's going on, but attracted by the energy. They're not going to know how they got here. They're not going to know much about Crimson Circle, but they're going to feel so attracted to it. They're going to feel attracted to you, to your radiance and light. And then that opens up a whole new phase. Get ready for it. Be prepared for it, is what I've asked the Crimson Circle organization, because then everything changes. But the next 3 to 5 years, it's a time for creating that safe space and allowing. That's it. Each one of these stick figures represents one of your lifetimes. The I am, you, the Master, have chosen this lifetime right here for your integration. What happens here is that the Master, which is basically all of the lifetimes, the wisdom of all the lifetimes, without facts and figures and details, it's just wisdom. That wisdom, that chalice, make this into a cup, a chalice. That chalice holds the wisdom of all the lifetimes, and it flows in right now to this lifetime. From this lifetime, you as the receiver, it then flows into all your other lifetimes. Right now, it's so important as our next step is to allow that wisdom to do what it does. Even in your sleep state, the wisdom is distilling, and you're feeling that process go on. To you in the human mind, it's a long dream night, and it's frustrating, and it goes on and on. You're just in the blender right now. You're in the pressure cooker, the distiller, and you're just feeling what that's like to have yourself wisdomized.